Hello and welcome to Security Academy. In this video, we will be discussing cross-site request forgery. What is CSRF? Cross-site request forgery attacks allow an attacker to execute actions using the credentials of a user without the user's knowledge or consent. An attacker tricks a user into using these credentials in order to invoke some sort of activity, like transferring funds from their bank account, changing their email address and password, etc. A successful CSRF attack could compromise an entire server, which can result in a complete takeover of a web application, API, or any other service. How do CSRF attacks work? As you can see, this graphic illustrates the flow of a CSRF attack. First, an attacker creates a forged request that, when run, will transfer $10,000 from a particular bank into the attacker's account. The attacker then embeds the forged request into a hyperlink and sends it on bulk emails and embeds it into websites. A victim will click on the email or website link placed by the attacker, resulting in the victim making a request to the bank to transfer $10,000. The bank server receives the request, and because the victim is properly authorized on their own browser, it treats the request as legitimate and transfers the funds. CSRF attacks tend to have three characteristics. First, they exploit websites that rely on a user's identity, like your bank website. Second, they trick the user's browser into sending HTTP requests to the targeted site. Third, they involve using HTTP requests that have side effects and don't have the proper CSRF protections. How do you mitigate CSRF attacks? There are two methods that we will be going into: the synchronizer token pattern method and the cookie to header token method. First up is the synchronizer token pattern method. When a user visits a web page, the website will embed a random token into a form. When the form is submitted, the random token is returned and the website is able to check if the two tokens match. The attacker has no way to access the random token value. For example, a bank web page can embed a token into a bank form. When the user submits the form, the random token is returned and the bank can check if the two tokens match. If they do, the transfer occurs. A downside to this method is that it increases the burden on the server side, however, to check the validity of the tokens. The next method is a cookie to header token method. This method issues a cookie to the visitor's browser that contains a random token. JavaScript on the client side will then read the value of the token in the cookie and copy it into an HTTP header. The value in the header can then be verified by the user. If a genuine request is sent from the user, the value is officially verified. Anything else will fail, which prevents a successful attack.